Hey everyone, me Kevin here with a quick and late stimulus update for Sunday, October 4th. According to Nancy Pelosi, Democrats have just submitted a new deal to Donald Trump and his administration. This means we have gone from Problem Solvers Caucus proposal, dead, to new updated HEROES Act, to counteroffer from Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin, who's negotiating on behalf of the White House, and now a new counteroffer on top of that from Nancy Pelosi. It certainly feels like we're going nowhere here other than throwing a hot potato back and forth, but when asked if we have a deal yet, Nancy Pelosi said no, but progress has been made this weekend, including today. When asked if that means that a deal is close, Nancy Pelosi said no, it means that we want to see what they will agree on and if they will agree on what we need to do to crush the virus so we can open the economy and open our schools safely. These big things highlight something that Democrats are very big proponents of: money for schools and money for state and local government funding, which we'll talk about in just a moment. Nancy Pelosi also said that what I said to airline executives in a public statement is, don't fire people, you know that relief is on the way and it will be retroactive, so let's keep them employed. Nancy Pelosi just said that today about what she had previously told airline executives. All right, so we know that Nancy Pelosi's updated HEROES Act is about $2.2 trillion. We know that included $600 per week in unemployment from September 6th through January 31st. However, we also know that Mnuchin has countered this at $400 and for 5 fewer weeks. That works out to a difference of about $200 billion. We're expecting Nancy Pelosi to counter this. The $1,200 and $500 stimulus checks are agreed on by both sides. However, it is likely that Mnuchin will counter the ITIN portion, that is undocumented individuals getting or being eligible for stimulus checks. Republicans do not like that Democrats are trying to sneak in the removal of the SALT tax deduction, the state and local tax deduction cap, the limits on those that help people in states like California and Texas, those high income tax states. Or high property tax states, since Texas doesn't have an income tax. $160 billion to airlines and restaurants. Both sides seem to be in agreement on helping airlines and restaurants. PPP round 2, both sides seem to be in agreement. $10 billion plus, slightly more, in food aid. Both sides seem to be in agreement on this. We do have a difference on real estate aid. Democrats had proposed in the updated HEROES Act $21 billion for homeowners, $50 billion for renters, and $5 billion for homeowner assistance grants. However, Mnuchin countered with $60 billion. That's a $16 billion difference. $417 in state and local aid. That was countered by Mnuchin at $450 billion. We expect Nancy Pelosi to counter. This works out to a $167 billion difference. Democrats want $249 billion going to the Department of Health and Human Services, $125 going for testing and tracing. We know that Mnuchin countered this down to $75 billion. That's a $50 billion difference. We're expecting a Pelosi counter. Schools, we've got 208 that Democrats want. Mnuchin countered this at $150. That's a $58 billion difference. $15 billion going to the post office. We've got EIDL money, Main Street loans, and the Safe Cannabis Act. So that way cannabis manufacturers can actually deposit the money they make in banks and they don't have to transact with cash or only at certain local banks who will actually take the money. Anyway, all of these differences added up in red work out to about a $491 billion difference. Now, this was previously suggested to be closer to $362 billion, but apparently the gulf is a little bit larger than that. We are at almost a $500 billion difference, which means if Mnuchin's up around 1.7 and Pelosi's still at 2.2, we still got that $500 billion gap to hopefully work out this week. Though obviously Nancy Pelosi has expressed sincere optimism here, as well as telling airline executives that it's coming. Well, we'll see. That's all for now, and thank you so much for watching. Make sure to get your life insurance in as little as 5 minutes. Get 2 completely free stocks with the stock trading platform Webull. Deposit $100, get 2 free stocks, and folks, we'll see you next time.